Cancer, I hope that you're doing well. Adrian Nelson here. This is a twin flame reading for you for mid-June. So this is for all of you all that are either believing yourself to be in a twin flame connection, or for those of you that are interested in, getting into a twin flame connection, that beautiful connection of love. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw your tarot. I'm going to clarify, pick up the cards. It's about to fall off the table. And then I want to end off with a crystal oracle card for you. Okay, please remember it's a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. And let's get started right away for you. So twin flame love. Twin flame love for Cancer. Sun, moon, rising and ascending. Also look at your Venus placement, because Venus is all about love. And then also, if there's maybe some communication problems that's happening, look at your Mercury. See where that is. And if you don't know where those placements are in your chart, there's a link down below in the description that actually explains that to you. And it's actually quite helpful when you understand where those placements are, because then that actually can help you to get more sort of value out of your reading, because then maybe you want to look at another reading as well. All right. So overall energy of your reading is the Six of Wands. So this is a space of things coming together. This is actually a space of you going into that moment, into that shine. So, I'm very aware of the fact that obviously, when you kind of look at like love readings and twin flame readings and single readings and all those type of things, everybody's like, they're coming. The one is coming, like they're about to ring your doorbell, they're about to whatever, answer your phone, send you a text message, send you an email, and you're like blah 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 blah. Everybody's saying the same thing. But in your case specifically for this particular time, Cancer, from this particular reading, I can see that you are about to go into that phase of that beautiful love. You're about to go into that phase where you can experience that beautiful connection. So for many of you, I sense that a lot of you have been doing a lot of work on yourself, a lot on the inner side of yours, on the inner child, on the shadow side. I can see a lot of that work that has been done there by you. For some of you, you may even have taken some time out just to get sort of like some clarity about who you are, what is it that you want to have. And as a result of that, I can see that all of those beautiful things that you have done, you have now brought yourself to a space where you can actually line up and make that beautiful connection with that significant other person. Okay. In your recent past, you've got the Six of Swords in reverse. Oopsie. Six of Swords in reverse, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Swords. This card for me is always quite a beautiful card, especially when it comes to love, and those wonderful things in life, those miracles and those possibilities, where there are certain things we think like, oh, if only that could come true, but that is probably never going to happen for me because. And it is one of those things where you say, this is never going to happen. It will only happen when pigs fly. Next thing you see, yeah, piggies are going flying up into the air. Okay. In your current space, in your current energy, you've got the Four of Cups, you've got the Two of Wands, and you also have the Ten of Cups. Okay. And then just the energy coming towards you, and then I'm going to clarify the cards for you, or give you the interpretation and the clarification. You've got the Empress, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Pentacles. So when I look at this, Cancers, what I can pick up from this is that for some of you, first of all, there's quite a vast or like an overall energy basically where maybe you wanted things in a certain way, you expected it to be in a certain way, you wanted love, you wanted a connection, you wanted all those beautiful things, but you had sort of like a set idea in your mind as to how it must be, how it must feel, how you want to experience it, how you want to meet them, how everything should basically be. And what is wonderful, I can see that a lot of you have released that sort of idea. There's a very rigid sort of idea. And I feel that for many of you, this could also be that maybe, you had the experience where maybe you found yourself kind of being in a connection, be it an actual relationship or just somebody that you like and you never quite get there, or it doesn't work out or anything like that. But there is that sort of energy that maybe you had some sort of repetitive pattern that happened over there with love, and it just never worked out. And even if the other person liked you, which I feel for many of you it didn't, but, there could be that sense of unfulfillment, where a lot of times, we kind of get with somebody who's actually really wonderful and it's really amazing and all those type of things, but we don't quite feel it inside of our hearts. And I feel that for many of you, there was that space where you almost kind of said, I'm going to take some time to myself, some alone time to myself. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on my career. I'm going to focus on my life, my own happiness, my own joy, that sort of thing. I feel that you gave yourself some time there where for many of you said, I'm not doing love at the moment. Not doing love right now, not what I'm going to do. And then, and this is how energy actually works. When you focus so much on something, a lot of times you don't get what it is that you want to have. But when you sort of like release and say, oh, whatever, screw that, it's never going to happen. There is a lot of times when what it is that you actually want to have, that it starts to come true. Because I see something beautiful here that started to form between you and someone else. This could be somebody that you know, or there's somebody you're sort of like maybe just very familiar with. Maybe you sort of like know them from social media, for example, but you don't know them in person, or you maybe work for the same sort of company, for example, and you email or text or like call or whatever each other, but there's not that personal interaction for some reason, for some of you. But I feel it's almost like they became almost like low-hanging fruit, but in a very positive sense of the word, basically, where you felt or believed them to be completely unattainable, that this will never work, that the two of you will never work, that there's no chance for the two of you to ever work. And then love basically kind of crept up on you in a sense, love sort of creeping up here on you. And I feel that your heart started to open again, and you started to think like, maybe I can have love, maybe I can be with this person. And I also see that there's a lot of you really started to believe that something can actually happen. You got to see that something, that a connection here with someone, it became more than just kind of like a pie in the sky type of thing, For many of you, it could also be that you released a connection that you really cared about. You thought that was actually the one. And then you sort of released that inside of your heart. But your heart is also like, kind of open for someone else. And sometimes in life we believe that a certain person is actually our person, and that's the person that we should be with. But then we actually realize very soon afterwards that maybe somebody else might be better suited for us. Okay, and I feel that is what might have happened here in your case. In your current energy, there's balance that's taking place here. Balance of thought, in the recent past, balance of logic, balance of mindset, clarity, the way forward being paved a lot more clearly. And I feel where you are right now, the other person, I feel that they actually, getting those emotions as well. And in this particular case, I almost feel like the other person, even if they might be the one that's reaching out to you, they might not be 100% certain if you sort of, see yourself being with them, because I feel it's almost like you, it's almost like, I feel that in ways, it's almost like you reaching out with your cup of love, and, the other person, it's almost like they want to believe it, but they're a little bit on the fence about that, okay? I do, however, see for those of you that are with someone at the moment, I see that you are very ready to take that next step with that person. For those of you that are not, and that are just opening your heart to love, I see that you are ready to move forward with the beauty that love has to offer. You're ready to move forward with someone that really sort of make your heart smile. All right. And here with the 10 of Cups, I see that happening for you in your current space. For some of you, it might have already happened. I see this happening for you. I see a very serious connection here. I see marriage for you here. I see a connection of hearts, basically. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful thing. What's coming towards you? This connection is growing into more. This connection has got incredible potential because there's more. If maybe, say maybe you wanted to have kids in your life, there's the possibility for you to actually have that happening. And it doesn't really matter what your case is, because remember, tarot is not gender specific. So you get somebody like me, for example, who's homosexual and who not necessarily would like to have children, but I think I'll be a really I know I'll be a really incredible parent. And I'm almost 39 years old. I'm 39 in July, next month, and birthday season of Cancer is coming up. And I don't exactly envision myself being 55 years old and having to watch a teenager that is trying to escape through the window and I don't know about it. But then obviously if I'm with someone in a beautiful connection who is willing to take that responsibility with me, it's a very different story. So for some of you it could be like that as well. It doesn't just have to be biological children, but for those of you, and also for all your other dreams, for all those things that you maybe wanted to do that you maybe haven't done, because you understand that maybe, you need some more time or things like that. Maybe you wanted to have a second child. Maybe you wanted to get a pet or some plants or like things like that, beautiful things inside your heart that really make you happy. But I feel that for many of you, it almost felt like you couldn't do that because your time was sort of limited, because for many of you it was just you, and as a human being there's obviously only so much that you can do. There are some challenges in this situation. There are some things to overcome. There's some really straight talks that needs to be had here with you, between the two of you. But also there's a beautiful pathway with this connection that you're reaching to more. I can sense that it's almost like some things might be somewhat contrived over here. For you, that you maybe feel it's never going to work, it's going to be too challenging, I don't know if you can make it work. If the two of you can really, really both come to the table and equally contribute to making this connection work, if you're both sort of in it, then I really do see that this can work beautifully. And I see you both being in it because I see you both having the same sort of motivations and intentions going forward. And beautiful breakthroughs, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful breakthroughs. This person is helping you make fantastic dreams come true, which can also include financial dreams coming true. Okay. Shall we clarify? Let's see. If you're interested in learning to read the tarot for yourself, you're more than welcome to sign up for my detailed online tarot reading course. The link is in the description down below. Woohoo! So 6 of Wands, look at this. Look at these clarifiers. This is what you call boss. King of Cups, King of Swords. So King of Swords, King of Cups, and the Death card. Powerful stuff. So what are you getting going forward? Clarity of thought, clarity of emotions. This is a new phase, a new beginning. So for many of you, you may have had the experience that maybe you were with someone and maybe it didn't sit at 100% right in your mind and the dots didn't all sort of like connect. Maybe you felt used by someone. You didn't sort of feel like you were honored. I feel for some of you, you were in a connection where the other person didn't equally bring to the table what many of you would have, and what anybody would maybe, naturally sort of expect another person in a situation to actually bring to the table. I see that for a lot of you, that actually didn't happen. And so where you are right now, this connection that you're making right now, and for many of you, this is a connection that you're moving towards. So you might be in the process of moving, but towards the connection, but you're not 100% there yet. For many of you, to let you know this is a beautiful, 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 incredible, fantastic, high-level connection. You are dealing with somebody who's got positive intentions. You are dealing with somebody who actually wants to be with you, who actually wants to celebrate life with you, who wants to experience the greatest good of all with you, So for many of you, it might be that maybe you were the one who sort of had to provide a lot in the past, be it money, be it time, whoever has to apologize first, whatever. And I see for a lot of you, there is a cycle that you wouldn't have to repeat again, because as we said, a lot of you have done the healing, you've done the inner work. So you've got a clarity of how you actually brought yourself to certain patterns that are not serving you well. And because you got that clarity, you don't have to repeat that pattern. Excellent stuff. Okay, let's look at that Page of Cups there in the recent past. Everything that brought you towards where you currently are. Spirit guides and guardian angels, please guide my hands. Twin flame love reading for Cancer. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? There we go. Breakthroughs, discovering truths. Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Page of Swords. Some of you may actually realize that the person that you wanted to be with has sort of been maybe wanting to be with you for a while as well. You know, a lot of you are coming to discover, if you're dealing with somebody who's familiar and you maybe felt either that person wouldn't be interested in you as well, or they're out of your league or anything like that. A lot of you are coming to discover that somebody else may have wanted to be with you for quite a while. Maybe they just didn't feel that you were ready to sort of have that beautiful connection of love just yet. Okay, but now you are ready. I feel that the way that this information may come about might seem almost a little bit sneaky in a way, and be careful about it, because I don't feel that it's sneaky. Yeah, I don't feel that it's a sneaky sort of thing. I just feel that it's a more, maybe you're dealing with somebody who's very analytical and very clear about life, and might actually have a lot of responsibility, or understood you to have a lot of responsibility. Okay, I'm obviously reading for a collective here, so take it as it resonates. If you want to have a focus on your personal energy, you're more than welcome to also book a personal reading with me. My link, working on a link, my email address is in the description. So look at the cards that you've got for clarifiers. Really powerful cards. You've got the Magician, you've got the Ace of Cups, and you've got the Sun. There's not really a way that you can sort of miss the strain, because both of you are in this together. You really got what it makes, you know, what it takes to make a you know, a connection work, to make a relationship work. This is a connection with fantastic potential. You know, so if you maybe been feeling, you know, again, as I said in the beginning of the reading, maybe you feel that you've been sort of like doing the round thing, and you think it's going to work and then it doesn't. This is the end of a very or rather, there was the end of a very toxic cycle that I pick up here for you, but it's the beginning of a very prosperous cycle. Okay, it's almost like if you sow sort of like seeds one year, let's just say you're sowing corn, and it's coming up and the corn is not that great. You know, you start doing some analysis and asking your friends, and maybe you're getting some professionals in, and they're like, you know, you want to look at this at the soil, and maybe you want to add this, look at it in water, etc., etc. And so I feel that with love, you have sort of done that, and now you know a better way to go about doing things. Okay, let's look at the Empress and the energy that's coming towards you in the immediate future. There's the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Lots of powerful talk in this reading. Powerful talk in this reading. Sorry. I feel that you're actually dealing with someone that might not be that well good with money. You know, they might be good at making it, they might not be that good at keeping it. And I feel that you're getting opportunity here to make a suggestion for, it's almost like you might be getting involved with someone that somehow invests in you. This could either be financially or just invest towards, you know, your dream, your sort of goal and vision and those type of things. But you guys are taking a path of prosperity here. So even if there are challenges with money and things like that, the way that you're heading going forward, those challenges are basically being resolved. Those patterns, I feel the connection that you are making is helping both of you to get into different patterns, because I feel whilst this connection might help you, Cancer, to maybe, you know, enhance sort of like your financial standing, or sorry, the other person's financial standing. In a sense, this connection also helps you with gaining more stability in your emotions. So maybe you're dealing with somebody that's more sort of like a, you know, again, a more sort of like analytical mind. Okay. And let's see what we have with the Hierophant. So Aries, Virgo, maybe Sagittarius, possibly Gemini, you know, that sort of mind. Clarifying the Hierophant, in the energy coming towards you, you've got the World, the Star, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so again, end of a cycle, starting of a new cycle. So with this Hierophant over here, where you're having this experience of feeling that, you know, you're not sure if you can do this going forward, if this is too challenging, if this is too much. It's the end of a cycle and it's the start of a new beginning, a beautiful new beginning over there for you, a connection that the universe smiles upon. And I feel even though that you might be the one, Cancer, that's reaching out first, somehow you are dealing with someone who... how do I put this? Dealing with someone who they will sort of be the one that kind of does the final reaching out towards you, and that will also, you know, say, okay, let's sort of like make this official, or let's go to the next level, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, let's look at Ace of Pentacles in your current space, or the energy coming towards you. You've got the Nine of Wands. You've got the Judgment card and you've got the Hanged Man. Okay. Now, it's almost like there's some sort of joke going on between the two of you in the future, in a sense of like, I didn't want you. Yeah, you wanted me. But this connection actually, it might be a little bit... It's like there's an initiation period, like a fast initiation, and then a bit of a slowdown. And I don't feel that this is the kind of thing that will happen boom right away. You know, so there's that initial contact, yes. So let's say we're officially together, but then there is a little bit of a period, you know, maybe, I don't know, you'll need to talk about things, or maybe there's other people involved. But just to let you know that going forward in future, there might be a period where you might start to believe that maybe the person doesn't want to be with you. But I feel that they've got some other things that they need to deal with, you know, before they can just fully engage in the connection. And obviously, if you are together, the two of you, then it's something that I would imagine, Cancer, that the two of you would want to work on together. But also, it's very important, whoever you're dealing with, you want to give this person space. Okay. Let's see what we've got for you for crystal oracle energy. What crystal energy is it that you can focus on, Cancer, that will serve you prosperously? Spirit guides and guardian angels. Just guide my hands. There we go. Card flying out. Oh, wow. Card for the month of July. Sorry, crystal for the month of July. Also, ruby, shine. Okay. And shine is actually my favorite word in the whole wide world. You know, I'm one of those people who actually have certain words that I really, really love. And when we think about rubies, when you see a ruby that isn't polished, it actually doesn't look like much. It looks quite bland. But when you sort of polish it a little bit, and not even much, just a little bit, even with your hands, they start to shine up really beautifully. So this is a space that can really shine up really, really beautifully. This is a connection that can really shine up really, really beautifully. And things might be more precious than you actually realize. Okay, so I hope that helps for you. That's all I got for you, Cancer, for this week's reading. If that resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Remember to hit that notification bell if you do subscribe. And I'll see you next time.